EQ is one of the simpler things to actually understand, but it is also one of the hardest things to completely nail. So I'm gonna walk you through all the settings on this EQ plugin as fast as I can, and then I'm gonna show you some of the frequencies that you're gonna wanna boost and cut depending on the situation and depending on your source. So on the left side, we have our low frequencies all the way up to the highest frequencies on the right. And then from top to bottom is the gain, which is how much you're either boosting or cutting. And then this Q knob is going to show you how steep the cut or the boost is. So if I push it all the way up, then you are just going to cut or boost this one specific frequency. And if you pull it all the way down, now this big slope means that it's pretty much boosting everything. So for this example, I'm going to start by using a low cut or a high pass filter because it's letting all the high frequencies pass through. So you can see as I bring this up, all the low frequencies go away and all the high ones stay. And if I sweep this back over, then it goes back to normal. So if you're hearing like rumble or some noise that you want to get rid of, that's a good place to start. Now above 60 to like 250, that's going to be your low end. So you can see when I boost this up, my voice gets a lot bassier. And when I cut it out, it gets a lot less bassy. Now, if you have a track that is lacking thump, that is lacking low end, that kind of boomy feeling, you can boost this up. And if you have a track that already sounds too boomy, you can notch out some of these low frequencies. Now from 250 to like 800, those are your low mids. So you're kind of in the mid frequency territory, but the lower end of them. And if you boost these up too much, then it kind of sounds boxy. So you can hear it kind of sounds like I'm sitting inside a cardboard box. But if you cut them out too much, then you lose a lot of warmth and a lot of body. So if your track sounds lifeless and cold, then you're going to want to bump these up. But don't go too high or you will get that cardboard box kind of sound. Now from that 700 to 800 sort of range up to like 2K, those are your actual mids. That is the middle setting on your car stereo. And if you pull those down all the way, then you're going to lose a lot of definition. But if you push them up too much, then you get like a nasally kind of honky sound. So you're going to want to balance having enough definition in your mids with having this honky sound that you do not want. Now, one trick that I use in my instruments is to cut out a little bit of this frequency so that I don't have to push my vocals too high there, but they're still going to sound brighter than everything else. Now, above 2K up to like 6 or 8K, these are your actual high mids. Now, if you're lacking brightness in this area, it's going to sound like this. But if you push them up too high, then you're going to get a lot of this kind of hissy, buzzy mouth noise that you don't want. This sounds gross to me. So I like to kind of be conservative when I'm pushing these up because as you can see, the higher and higher that I go, just the weirder and more whispery and gross my voice sounds. Now up above 8K into like the 16K and beyond area, this is actually called air. And you want to be super careful with this because it is fun to push it up and up and up and get those airy vocals. But if you go too high, then it's very sizzly and just annoying and harsh to listen to for a long time. So if your track is lacking some sparkle and some breath, you can push these up, but again, be careful because if you push it too high, then you get into sizzly territory. Now, in general, when I am boosting frequencies, I like to kind of leave the Q in the more sloped area, but let's say I want to cut out like this boxy noise here, I will actually make the Q as narrow as I can, pinpoint the frequency that's annoying. You hear this one has got that ringing noise that I don't like. And you can actually just cut out that frequency, but you preserve the rest of the frequencies around it. So now that you understand EQ, this video right here is about understanding compression, and make sure and subscribe because I'm going to do videos like this for just about every effect that's ever been made.